child doesn't apologize, huh? He doesn't apologize at all. Doesn't matter how much you tell him, how much you pressure him, he won't apologize. If that's you, today we are going to talk about that. Don't make him apologize. Do this instead. We are going to talk about what happens when you pressure your child to apologize, when they are actually developmentally ready to deliver an apology with heart. And three, if you are dealing with a lot of sibling conflict, aggression, you are going to learn what to do instead. How to how to raise kind children, how to raise kindness in our children. Hello, my name is Marcela Collier with highimpactclub.com, and I'm a mom of twin toddlers. I'm a therapeutic provider of children. I help them overcome big behaviors, and I serve here as a guide to help you respond to your children's behaviors with what they exactly need from you. So I was in my twins are 3 years old. So we were in I was in their in the gymnastics class, and we were doing a floor activity. I was on the floor and I was just minding my business, doing my thing, when I felt like a rock hit my head. It left me groggy. I was like, I realized that one of the children in the class, like he was about 3 years old, 3 to 4 years old, one of the children of the class, he stood up on this thing, this big high thing that you see in gymnastics, that they jump, they jump off of it. Okay, so he jumped off of that, and then he fell directly on my head, and of course, like it was tough. So as I was trying to get up, I saw this mom running, and I thought, okay, for sure she's gonna come and she's going to try to see if we were okay, if her child is okay, if I'm okay. Okay, she got it. Okay, so as soon as she came to me, she didn't even see me. She didn't even notice that I was in pain. She came to her child, and then she told him, "You have to say sorry right now. You have to say sorry." And then her child looked at her with big eyes. He was already, a little ashamed. He was a little scared as well, because I'm sure he wasn't planning on falling on my head. And then the mom came, and then he just, I would say he froze. He froze. And then the mom kept on pushing him that he needed to apologize to me. And then he started crying. What happened here? What went wrong here? What happened here? So before, we talked about how we build kindness in our children, how we make them apologize to others. Let's talk about what do they need to have in their head? What do they need to have as far as development in order to be able to deliver a mindful and conscious apology? First of all, in order for somebody to apologize to the other, that person needs to, what is Windex doing here? That person needs to feel the pain. Like that person needs to understand what that other person is going through, even if it's caused by them. Children, I'm talking about children 4, 2, 3, 4, even 5-year-olds. They struggle a lot when it comes to empathy, and it is because their brain is still developing. And imagine this: in order for you to feel empathy for others, you have to know that, one, you are a person separate from others, and that doesn't happen until about 18 months to 2 years old, that they are able to actually look at themselves at the mirror and say, okay, so that's me. So that's the first element. The second element, not just to recognize that they are an individual separate from other individuals, but that the other individuals have different feelings of what they are feeling at the moment. My twins, they are 3 years old and they still think because they're happy slapping the dog, then the dog likes it. Just because they're still trying to, they're developing their brain on knowing that and feeling what other people's feelings are, that because I'm feeling a way, it doesn't mean that that other person is feeling the same way. So that's the second component, to actually be able to recognize feelings in others. And the third component, and this one is really high, elevated component of empathy, is being able to recognize that being able to be in somebody else's shoes and think what could make them feel better in order to respond with care. So, and I would say this is a really high elevated skill, because even adults, the other day I was at the library, I felt I was in pain, like I could see in my face. You might say, oh, wow, you get hurt a lot, but not a lot, but you know what I mean, these 2 times I was in pain. And then this lady came from behind and she said, your kid just tried and did something to my child. And she was just thinking about her. She couldn't read my body language. And that's why I'm saying this, because children need to be able to recognize other people's body language, and that's a higher skill. How I said, even adults sometimes struggle to recognize other people's body language. So you see all the things that need to happen in order for that child to feel the empathy, to feel sorry for that other person, and therefore being able to deliver an apology, right? Can you make your child deliver an apology? Yes, you can. I mean, little children, I've seen 2-year-old saying sorry if their parents tell them like many times, you need to say sorry, you need to say sorry, you need to say sorry. They're going to learn that, but is it going to have a real meaning for them? The same 2-year-old that's saying sorry right now, you're going to see the same child 2 minutes later hitting his brother again. And it is because he's able to verbalize it, but he's not able to understand the meaning. So does that mean that you don't teach your child how to apologize? Yes, it is a great social skill. How I said, it is a great social skill. When you parent your child with understanding, you are always responding with what they exactly need according to the need they're expressing through the behavior, because every behavior is the communication of a physical need or an emotional need. Let me give you an example. So your child hits his brother because he wants the brother's toy. What is the need that he's expressing? Please teach me how to verbalize this need that I have of playing with that toy. Teach me how to verbalize this, so instead of slapping my brother, I can ask him for a turn. So that's a need that he has. So when you are able to train your child in a way that he's able to communicate his feelings better, then he will have the skill, not just the word, but the skill to be able to, to relate to others better. That's way better than just to pressure him to say sorry. What is that? That's parenting with understanding. And if you are looking for ways, maybe you want to raise your child from respect, you don't want to use punishment, you don't want to use, you know, the old to find the right response, I highly encourage you to pick up my free copy of the Emotional Needs Roadmap. It is a guide that I created for you to pretty much look at your child's behavior, go to the roadmap, find the need there, and find the answer to the need, and go and apply to your child. The roadmap is on the description down below. You can go, click there, and you can get it today for free and start responding according to your child's behaviors, according to his emotional needs. If you have questions, please drop them in the comments right now. Give me a thumbs up if this kind of content is helping you, so I'm able to make it more often for you. Once a week, that's my goal. Okay, so how I said, it is important to develop the empathy before we actually teach them how to deliver that apology. Once they have the empathy down in them, then we can start having that conversation of like, let's deliver an apology, but an apology from the heart, not because I said so, but because you really feel that that's the way to make things better. When you pressure your child to deliver an apology, he is going to do it out of fear or resentment, and it's not going to mean anything, and the other child is going to feel the inauthenticity of your child's words. So it's not going to help solve any conflict. If anything, it's going to add fuel to the fire. To me, that's a hard word. I'm a Colombian, and it's a hard word to say in English. Okay, so another thing is, if you might say, okay, I understand, but what do I do to help my child control his impulses? He is just too impulsive. He hits his brother, or he pushes people, or he takes things from people. How do I control that? I made a full video about this. Once this live is over, I'm going to go back to my editor, and I'm going to put it on as part of the, what I would say, the end screen. This video is how to teach your children self-control. You can go there, or in the description, I put it right there as well. You can go there and start teaching your child how to use self-control. Okay? All right? Keep being your child's need detector. I'll see you next week. And please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you are able to be notified every time I upload a new video. Have a great day. Bye.